Hello everyone, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Welcome to part 3 of Dragon from Shrek's tutorial. So far you should have done parts 1 and 2 and made her head. Yay! So in this portion we will be doing the top of the neck as well as her front legs. Alright, so let's start with the top of her neck. First you're going to want to make 6 spikes and I'll show you how to make them. Take your burgundy and you want to wrap each band around your hook wrap a band around your hook 5 times, then double loop a band, and pull that one onto that one, and then take 3 of your burgundies, pull that onto there, and that is going to be 1 spike. So you're going to want to make a total of 6 of those. You can store them on a holding hook for now. Okay. Alright, so now I'm taking my burgundy 2 at a time. I'm going to actually lift this, put these 2 here, and then replace these 2. And I'm going to do the same thing here. So lift this, place 2 down, and then replace these. Alright, now I'm going to go to my magenta, or not magenta, I keep calling it magenta, fuchsia, taking 2 at a time of those. Okay, now I'm taking 2 fuchsia at a time. Okay, I'm going to take one of my spikes onto my hook, take 2 of your fuchsia, pull the spike on to the fuchsia, and spread it across all 4 pegs here, having the spike be in the center, just like that. Let's do that again. Here. Okay, just like that. Just make sure the bands are around all 4 pegs. Okay, now you're going to take your head, and we are going to be attaching the top 3 loose ends. Okay, so not the ones on the bottom, the 3 at the top. onto these 3 pegs. Okay, so I'm going to go through this end first. So go through the loops. Okay. Then I'm going to go through the next set. I'm actually going to loop up this side here. It's okay if that part comes off as long as it's attached. Okay, the middle is also attached. I'm going to be attaching a spike right there in the middle. Okay, so this is a little... Actually, you know what we can do is take the spike onto your hook. You can also do it this way. And grab the bands, and as you loop them, just pull the spike onto the bands. And then loop them. Okay. Okay, loop to here. Grab another spike. Put it on. Oops, missed one. Make sure you get all 6 loops around the peg. Okay, we're going to attach another spike here. And another one here. Oh, come on. Okay. And now we want to finish looping up the edges. So all the magenta bands on the sides we want to loop up. I'm going to tie off my ends, these 5 ends. And then we can carefully take it off. Alright, so we have the top part of her neck, and then we can take off the 3 top tying bands that are now attached. So the light green ones. Yay. Okay, great. And now we are going to be working on her front legs. So I have already made one, so I'm going to be making one with you, and then you have to go back and make the second one. When you make the second one, you want to make sure you mirror it, so you make it the opposite of this one. Okay, that's pretty important to remember. Otherwise, you're going to have a leg that doesn't look right. So, okay, so I'm going to make one with you now. So we're going to start with the foot. Okay, so grab your white for the claws. Going to wrap the white around, creating 5 loops. Double loop a white. Okay, reclaim the loops. Okay, now I am taking double looped burgundy. Double looped burgundy. Okay, that's one toe. Let's make the others. So another white wrapped around, creating 5 loops. Double loop another white. Reclaim. Double loop burgundy. Reclaim. Double loop burgundy again. Reclaim. Double loop burgundy again. Reclaim. Alright, so that toe was slightly longer. I'm going to make 2 more up like that, so exact same thing. Okay, one more. Okay, so I have 4 toes on here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take 2 burgundy bands. I'm going to pull all 4 toes onto those 2 burgundies. Push that down on my hook, put my finger through the other end, and I'm going to take 8 burgundies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 burgundies onto the hook. Twist them once. Reclaim the loops. Okay. Then I'm taking 2 more burgundy, pulling them all onto those 2 burgundy. Okay, now this is when another hook is going to come in handy, and you should have more than one because you have 3 looms that you're using, so you should have more than 1 hook. Alright, we're going to make the thumb on the other hook, wrapping a white band around 5 times, double looping a white, pulling it on, reclaiming, then taking a double looped burgundy, pulling it on, reclaiming, another double looped burgundy, pull on, reclaim. And now what we want to do is you want to make sure the short toe is on that side of your other hook and the longer toes are on that side, okay? You're going to grab these 2 bands off of this hook and pull the toe on those two bands, then reclaim the bands on your hook like that. Alright, and then we are just going to take 3 burgundies onto the hook and just pull those onto those 3, and that is going to be your foot. Okay? Okay, that is a foot. I'm going to just tie this off with a random pink band for now. You should make 2 feet. Try to make it so they're opposite, so they're bending opposite ways. Okay? Like that. Right? Might not be perfect, but just do your best. Okay, now I'm going to make the muscles on the legs. So I'm going to take the second column out and move it up so that it's offset here. This part. Take 2 burgundy bands at a time. Okay, I'm double looping a burgundy here, and here, and here, and I'm capping off here. 2, 3, 4. You will need to make 2 of these, 1 for each leg. Okay. Okay, tie these off, or tie this one off. Okay, this is your little muscle, or your calf muscle thing, okay? Alright, now we're going to make one that's a little bit bigger. Again, taking 2 of your burgundies at a time. Okay, cap off here, just like you did on the other muscle. Except these, just so you know, I don't know if I explained, but these are just 2 bands. These are not double looped, these horizontals. Oops. Okay, and let's loop this muscle. Okay, I'm going to tie off this muscle, just like I did with the other one. Alright, so we have 2 muscles, one's a little bit bigger than the other, okay, and we have the foot. Alright, so now we are going to put the whole leg together, so just follow me. This is actually, take this one off, we don't actually need that bottom one there. It's just kind of daydreaming when I put that one on. Okay, take 2 at a time. Okay, and then we want to double loop, single here, and here, and double loop here, double loop here, double loop here. Okay, we're going to make an elbow. It's very simple. We're just taking a brown, wrapping it, creating 4 loops on our hook. Then taking 3, pulling that on, reclaiming the ends, and attaching that right here. Okay? Alright, now we're going to take our foot. We're going to go through the loops, sideways through the loops. You can take the tying band off. We want to attach this so that the thumb is facing down. Okay, we're going to attach it like this. Thumb is facing down, pinky is facing up, right onto this peg. Okay, just like that. And now, I'm going to pull that forward and loop up these 2 and these 2. Okay, grab your small muscle, go through the cap band at the end, and wrap the cap band around this peg here. Then we want to loop these diagonals here. Okay, then we can loop up to here in the middle. Okay, lift the muscle up, go through the loops on the side here. Next to the cap band, you have the cap band, and then you have the first set of loops on the side. Go through the loops and wrap them around this peg. Loop up. Let's do that on the other side. So you have the cap band, and then you have the loops on this side. Go through all 4 loops, wrap around the peg, loop up. Okay, go through the next 4 loops, wrap around the peg, loop up. Let's do this side. And this side. Okay, loop up to here. And what I'm going to do is you have this final set here that's tied off, go through it, through the loops, wrap them around, loop diagonally here, and then you loop up this one. Okay, then we're going to go through the middle set of loops here, and the side set of loops here, loop up once here, loop up once here. Okay, now I'm also going to loop up the next set here. Okay, just like that. So we're looped up to here and here. Grab your other muscle now, go through the cap band, wrap the cap band around this peg here. Then you want to dig down and grab the diagonals. Those, okay. And we can loop up the middle 2, 3, 4, 5 times up to here. Okay, lift the muscle. Go just like we did with the small muscle. Now we're going through the loops again. Try not going through the horizontal bands, just try to go through the loops. I don't know if it really matters, but loop up. Let's do that on this side, wrap around, loop up. Okay. Go through the loops, up, through the loops here, up, through the loops here, loop up. Okay, I'm going to tie off with a random color. I'm going to use green here, a different color than what I used on the muscles. Haha, and there is her leg, which we can now take off the tying bands that were on the muscles, so all the black ones for me, and then whatever color you used for yours. Leave the green ones on, obviously. Okay, so that is one leg, one front leg. So, you know, when you make the second one, just make sure you reflect it so it is facing the opposite direction. The muscles are popping out the opposite side. Okay, so by the end of this video, you should have your head and top of your neck and your 2 front legs. Okay, everybody, I will see you in part 4. Good job so far if you've come this far.